Why, hello and welcome back to another episode of Voice of the Rings. I'm your hosting guide, Zollin Ironshield, and this is a RiseToWar guide. And today, I want to talk about how can you overwhelm a whale player. Really quick definition of what a whale player is in RiseToWar. A whale player is someone who probably spent a lot of money on the game. Okay, again, I feel like this game is pretty well balanced for free-to-play and lots of people, spending money. But there's some people who've spent a good number of money. I've spent some money on this game in the past. I would call myself a dolphin. I have like one character that's really decked out, and that's my Gimli, right? This is my Gimli right here. Let me actually, yeah, you can see it. Anyway, he's pretty good. He's got a pretty good helmet, right? It's almost max, not quite. Again, refining it to full level is really hard, you can see. But I've got my axe all the way up, and I have a purple thing, right? I don't really have a very high-level yellow chest piece. So again, I call myself a whale. I've spent some money on this game. I've played it since the very beginning. I love the game. But, like, how do you overwhelm someone to buy time for maybe other of your teammates who are strong enough to beat his commanders to come and help you, right? Or maybe so you can just have time to recharge so you could fight. Tiles, okay? Tile taking. Everybody has... So this is a strategy guide today, okay, guys? Everybody has a certain amount of tiles you can take in RiseToWar. Excuse me, sorry. I drink bubble water, and it's making it very hard to talk. You can have up to 216 at the end of the game. You increase that by finishing the quests, right, which I'm all done with, so I can't really show you. And also your ring power, right? Your ring power, you can increase your tiles here on dominance, okay? So when you're taking these tiles... As you can see here, there's a few things you have to think about. I took a bunch of tiles here to help slow something down. This is the best example. This is why I'm at the video right now. See this little island plot? You can only get through by taking these crossings to get to fresh new tiles. If you have a tile, though, and you have a fort on the other side of the river where people can't attack your fort, right? Because they have no tiles over here to link to you. These red ones are not the same as these red ones. It's a little confusing there. This is a different fellowship. If you click, it has a different color. And this is just a standalone person. Just throwing that out there. But when you're in a place like this, you can go over here and you can take tiles. For example, right now in this area, if I want to keep control on this area from this person, he only has 4 commanders here, okay? So that means he can only take a certain amount of tiles. If you have a bunch of empty tiles like I do, this is the best way you can help your teammates if you're a free-to-play player, right? You have one commander that's decent, has full purple armor, awesome. But you're like, how else can I help when this guy has super whales? And I mean super whales. Let me just show you an example of one of his commanders. Look at this one, for example. Well... Those are pretty basic amount of... This character's just overpowered right now. We'll have another video about her. But here's one right here. Look at this. Very nice. Again, nice commander. But he's pretty much... He's got a full gold item. Almost full. Pretty close to full. And one from full. Again, he has like 8 commanders that are like this. Remember I showed you my one commander has like about 3/4 gold power-ups? He has like 4 or 5 that are like that. So this guy I would consider a whale. He's obviously spent a lot more money than me on the game, which is fine. That's up to him, okay? But the point is, how do you battle that? My Gimli did win a couple fights with him, as you saw, against the Sauron. My Gimli's pretty strong. But I'm not going to be able to win against 4 of his commanders with just my Gimli. So how do I buy time for teammates to come and help me? Well, you just start taking lots of tiles, okay? You can take them kind of far away, right? So again, I'm gonna just go like this. This is gonna probably drive him crazy because I've been doing this to him for like 24 hours, but I've already talked to him about it. He's kind of breaking a treaty. He's not supposed to be here. But his goal originally was to get there the whole time. He didn't care about the treaty after I talked to him. But you know what? That's just fine. I'm just gonna do my little donations there for the day. So you just take a bunch of tiles because honestly realize the whole thing he wants to do, make sure none of the purple or blue tiles are here because then we can't jump the river. We'd have to go all the way south to get around this river, right? If we can't jump it with any tiles, keep going all the way. I mean, it's so far. We'd have to go like all the way down to this crossing and then go all the way up back to this crossing, which is back up here. Cross into this one, then cross again. But if I have a fort this close, because again, my walk distance is only like 30 seconds to a minute, right? It's very, very fast. If I just claim a bunch of these tiles, he is not going to have the actual manpower as a player to send more. Now, his base, his fort, I believe, is right up here. I believe I saw his fort. I think this is his fort from what, yeah. He also made another fort more closely recently, so he could probably get a decent amount of commanders here as well, but I don't know. I don't know where his actual base is. My base is right over here, so I can send reinforcements very, very quickly. So basically what I do is I have a fort of 6 here. I have another fort I built down here to kind of counteract, which I'm going to upgrade right now. But again, my goal is to kind of just wipe these people out. I'm going to attack this guy because he's taking my tiles, and I don't think he's there. So we're going to see how that fight goes. But anyway, this is kind of the goal, right? So you just start like taking as many things as you can, as fast as you can. Be careful that they don't guard or they don't try to take it before you. Also, another great way to slow down other high-level players is that when they go to take something, if you can get there before them, if you're closer, or you have use the speed up of your ring power to go a quick march or something, if you can take that tile right before they hit it, and it goes into that protected status for 3 minutes, when they hit it, they can't attack it. So they just get bounced back to whatever tile. This is very good against high-level other strong players, especially if they are able, if you are able to, I'm gonna go take, let's see. I'm gonna take this tile right here back, just for fun. It's very, very good though if you're trying to basically cut people off. They're like marching like 30 minutes. If you can block someone 30 minutes, oh. And mind you, I don't want to give you false info here. If they've been marching a long time and you take it, the location, even if it's not protected still, I'm pretty sure if it was taken when they launched as a neutral tile, they'll still bounce. I believe. Gosh, I haven't seen that in like a week, surprisingly. I've been doing other kinds of battling in this game. Am I right on that, guys? Leave a comment if I'm wrong on that, and I will give you a heart on that in the comments there. I'm just drawing a blank. It's late at night right now when I'm making this. But, yeah, so this is a really good way of bouncing people by taking a tile before they get there with their army. And then, of course, taking so many tiles that it's hard for him to clean them up. That buys time for my other teammates to get over here with their forts and start helping me out fighting him where he gets overwhelmed. So this is a good way to start beating whale players, stalling stuff. I hate it personally as someone that it's been used against me, right? See, he's going right here. He's going to try to bounce my army. So he's going right here so he can go on defense mode. He's going to defend all of these. Watch. He'll turn on the defense thing, right? This will be a perfect example. He didn't do it. Okay, he's trying to bait me. He wants me to move closer. He doesn't want to do... If you defense, you go on a 15-minute cooldown with the defense. So he's waiting because he saw I turned around my army. Again, though, this is a great way to just clean up, just get tons of tiles, make it really frustrating for them because everyone does it to me. So guess what? Payback time. I'm just kidding. Again, it's legitimate strategy. Okay, it's a legitimate strategy, my friends. And that's why I'm showing you in this guide video. So this is for more free-to-play players or just battle strategy, even for someone who's a high-level player. But again, they're already going to know this, right? This is for people who are starting the game, more new, don't really understand this tactic of if you just take a lot of tiles, it gives you options. Because remember, you can travel to any blank tile or enemy tile that is connected to one of your allies' tiles or yours. So whether it be green, blue, or purple. Okay, all right, you can do purple, right? Hold on, let me just double check. Yes, you can. Because they're in our kingdom. I'm pretty sure you can. But, sorry, I'm just drawing a blank there. I'm like, oh, I don't want to be telling any false information here. I like to be very precise on my guide videos. So there we go. That is basically it, all I wanted to say for this video. I know it's a really simple subject, but for a new player, this will be a great thing to have and know about. It's very, very, very handy, okay? It's very good to be able to do this and be able to kind of like just make it really hard for someone. And again, this is kind of fun for me because this person broke their treaty and promised they wouldn't cross this. So basically, I'm making it very... little payback here, making it real hard so they can't just take it and be like, haha, I took it. I'm like, oh yeah? Well, now you have to clear 50 tiles. Good luck with that. Again, I have a lot of free tile room. But again, that's totally what, how you want to play. Again, I kind of prefer to just have full on battles, but this is really important when it comes to strategy. You have to do that in this game, okay? You really have to do that. Again, I'm going to take some more tiles over here. Gimli's back to this battle. Let's just, for this video, let's see this battle real quick, and then we'll call it there. Thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you do like Rise to War content. I try to put out like 8 to 10 videos every month of Rise to War. We also do a lot of other Lord of the Rings content on this channel, which I'm sure you'd love. Lord of the Rings Online, lore, many other things. Reviews of collectibles, as you can see back here. I've got a lot of collectibles. We'll keep doing more reviews. So yeah. Heck yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Here we go. The battle has commenced. It was a very... I barely lost any troops. Let's see how this battle went. Oh, well. Either that was... I might have been a tile clearer. He lost 2,000... He took 230,000 damage and lost 2,500 people to death. He was level 31. How was his armor? Oh no. This is a tile clearer. This wasn't even a real battle. Okay, well, sorry. Well, I mean, it's epic. I destroyed him. I got 433 merit. Woohoo! That's like the ranking in Rise to War. Yeah, probably didn't need to slaughter him that hard. But I guess that's how it goes. But anyway, there's a tip on how to take tiles, how to kind of, even as a free-to-play player, help your teammates out, and how to basically destroy the whales in that way. So, because again, numbers in this game matter, number of players, right? How many commanders you can field. And every commander has their own stamina, right? Their own amount of stamina, right? So again, you can see when I click on these all have different mounts depending on how much they've used out of their 150. Oh, I have to add this on the end. Distance of forts matters too, guys. Distance of forts, okay? What I mean by that is that if you're gonna take a tile, don't forget that distance matters. So again, like I showed you, his tile is way up here. You can see my fort distance, right? You can increase fort distance by that one fellowship ability, right? If you needed to, or if the enemy wanted to, right? They could go to their tile and they could increase the distance of their fort by doing this ring power and saying fort logistics, it will permanently increase it to 70, okay? It's in the ring power. If you want to learn where it is, just go to your ring, and it is fort logistics. It is this one right here, okay? On your ring power there. So that's a good thing to think about too, okay? When you're trying to like fight people, if you can have a little more distance and get a tile that's just out of range of, if you can get a tile that is like just out of range of someone else, so you can kind of sit there and buy time for other people to get to it, and they have to like build another fort to be able to reach it. That can also be a really good way to slow people down and delay them, whether they be a whale player or any other player on the enemy team. All right. Again, this season's been fun. A lot of people have been great this season. Both sides. It's been really fun to have friends on both sides. But again, there it is. Have a great day in Middle Earth. See you guys. Cool. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to my Patreon. Subscribe button's there if I earned it. And I'll see you on the next episode of The Voice of the Rings. Baruch Hazad, Kuzad, I menu. Stay happy, my friends. See ya.